We have two more events to come, the women's floor exercise and the men's horizontal bar. Just in case you needed a touch more drama in your life, after what's been a splendid day and a half of competition here in Melbourne, we've got a wonderful finish coming up. Some great floor routines, some gymnasts that we've already seen and some newcomers to this weekend of competition, and the men's horizontal bar. What is so interesting is looking at the difference in the shape of things in the floor and horizontal bar Olympic qualification process. Leading the way in the women's floor is Jade Carey, but we push that to one side when thinking about Jade Carey's vaulting. And then you have Lara Mori, Vanessa Ferrari, Marta Pian-Guresa, Anastasia Bachinska. Those making up the rest of the top five.
Yesterday we were walking around the city of Melbourne.
We started in the middle of the center, I guess, at the railroad station. There were a lot of small, cozy streets with a lot of bars and coffee places. It was really good. Yeah, I love the coffee. The city is unique. Every time you walk around, there's something different.
I think it's really pretty. All the really tall buildings. We've gotten to do a few things, so it's been really nice.
People are really relaxed and kind and friendly. It's a great place to be and lots to do.
And it's really pretty, really green.
I would really advise people to go here.
Victoria is an amazing place to visit, and there's so many things to do.
Plenty of time to enjoy the area at this World Cup of Artistic Gymnastics. Good that the gymnasts get the chance to get out and see the city of Melbourne, capital of the state of Victoria. And so we head to the women's floor exercise and the introduction of the competitors. Lara Mori who gets us underway. It's the third strongest in qualification. Brianna Scott of Australia, first ever international competition. She's made the final. It's a good day for people making their first final, as Ondine Achampong illustrated in the balance beam. Top qualifier Jade Carey, and by some way will be the last to perform. But all eyes will really be on Vanessa Ferrari and Lara Mori. It'll be Mori who gets things underway, and Ferrari to go. Or rather, it'll be a Ferrari who gets things underway. No, it won't. It is Mori. Excuse me, I'm getting confused between the start list and the qualification results. It's been a long weekend. Do forgive me. So, just for clarification for myself as much as anyone else, Lara Mori is the first performer in the women's floor competition. Vanessa Ferrari is the fifth performer. Now the introduction of the competitors in the men's horizontal bar. And really, what's fascinating about this, if you look at the Olympic qualification, is this is a good old-fashioned boxing match between two competitors. Fighting out of the orange corner is a 33-year-old Olympic champion, Epke Zonderland of Netherlands, who leads the way in qualification here, but is in second place in Olympic qualification. Fighting out of the blue corner is Hidetaka Miyachi of Japan, the leader in Olympic qualification, but the fourth strongest qualifier in this particular event. Those two are so far ahead of everyone else in the horizontal bar qualification process that we are essentially in a fight between those two. And if you've not seen Hidetaka Miyachi perform on the horizontal bar, it is something. Of course, you've seen Epke Zonderland, I'm sure. He's been doing it for so many years. But there's also Tyson Bull, the reigning Australian champion. He's got a spectacular horizontal bar routine. Oh, this is going to be a really enjoyable final. Got the veteran Ermit Şemilog of Turkey in as well.
Represented the Netherlands at 10 World Championships, so lots of experience here. Is currently in the point score for World Cups. It is in a tie with Japan's Hidetaka Miyachi. It took home the silver medal at last year's Melbourne World Cup.
Well, we begin with the Dutch master. The Olympic champion from London 2012. Three-time European champion, two-time world champion. One of the most spectacular that you'll ever see doing their thing. He has a chance now to lay down the challenge. If Epke Zonderland gets through this with no issues, then Hidetaka Miyachi is under pressure. Could well go down to tie-break criteria between these two. But that's likely to be a story for another day. So we begin the men's horizontal bar competition. Epke Zonderland, the top qualifier, with 14.266. And we're going to get his big sequence of connected Kovac skills if all goes according to plan. And again. Well, that's that job done. And how? But his close control work is lovely too. He floats, dances across the bar. Welcome to the horizontal bar final, folks. Epke Zonderland gets us underway in spectacular fashion, and that is the gauntlet thrown down to Hidetaka Miyachi. When everything goes according to plan for Epke Zonderland, there are few things as extraordinary in sport as it. Well, despite the fact these competitors are locked in a battle, there is friendship and respect between them. That's gymnastics for you. Lara Mori of Italy, first to go in the women's floor, the third strongest in qualification, and currently in second place behind Jade Carey in Olympic qualification, so well positioned when one considers Jade Carey on vault. What a superb start to the women's floor competition, courtesy of Lara Mori. It really is music, isn't it? Orchestration that gets you moving. She's got such enjoyable choreography, a really captivating performer. More on that in a moment, as Zonderland has a 14.9 score. He's up massively from the 14.266 he picked up in qualification. Australia's Tyson Bull, the 5th strongest in qualifying. The gymnast from Melbourne, the reigning national champion. Big moment for him. He's also got some spectacular release and catch work. There's his Kovac. Oh, and he was just a touch wild when adding the twist in. Well, his absolute idol is Epke Zonderland. For him, it's a magical moment every time he competes alongside him, especially going right after him. Let's just have another look. Starts fine, but was never looking likely to make that catch at the second time of asking, unfortunately. Worth bearing in mind that Tyson Bull had a strong performance at the World Championships in terms of securing his place at the Games on the horizontal bar. Dismounts really nicely. It had its ups and downs, that routine. But one must admire the 26-year-old's gusto with which he performs. Attended university in Illinois. Very successful All-American on the horizontal bar. As I mentioned, 5th in Melbourne last year. But has struggled in the World Cup Series a little bit since then. Well, this is a great moment for Brianna Scott, about to appear in her first international competition. Especially as she was selected for the World Championships but had to withdraw due to a leg injury. Now, what's the number going to be for the gymnast from Montevarchi in the north of Italy? Floor champion at the Mediterranean Games in Tarragona. It was in 2018, and she also picked up a couple of medals at the World University Games, the Universiade in Naples last year. Currently has a haul of 3 lots of 25. Tyson Bull scores at 12.1, as expected, a long way down from his qualification performance. Still the wait continues for Lara Mori. And that's why. A little bit of deliberation ongoing. Lara Mori's teammate Vanessa Ferrari will be along in a while. Let's look back at some of the fine work of Lara Mori. Might be that the judges are wondering about. We've got the number in. 12.9 for Lara Mori. So she's down by over half a mark from the qualification score. So to Brianna Scott of Australia, the 18-year-old. She really does enjoy performing on the floor. That's a very confident performance from Brianna Scott on floor. Does favour those twisting, tumbling skills. Really cites that as one of her favourite things to do on the apparatus. Gymnast who won her first senior medal last year at the Australian Classic, bronze on the balance beam. Alexander Miakinin, gymnast from Israel, born in the Russian Federation, and a graduate of the Russian State University of Physical Education, Sport, Youth and Tourism in Moscow. So a 7th World Cup appearance for Miakinin. Picked up a couple of medals in the World Challenge Cup in Koper last year. But this is his first final in 3 attempts at the Olympic World Cup qualifying series. Seventh strongest in qualification. That with a 7.3 execution score. So if he manages to keep his contact with the apparatus and connect with all those releases and catches, then this is something that could go quite considerably better. Here we go. It's well executed. Kovac was nice as well. Oh, but not the first time we've seen a gymnast have some difficulty when putting the twist in. Not a million miles away. Not too far. But unfortunately, when it comes to the horizontal bar, you're either there or not there. Let's have a look back. Seemed to have it in his hands, almost staring at his fingertips after that. Miakinin. To get some very nice amplitude that time. Smooth Stolder into handstand. dismounting with minimal adjustment, Alexander Miakinin. But unfortunately for him, just as was the case with Tyson Bull, unintentional dismount from the apparatus will cost him. Brianna Scott scores a 12.4, very credible first senior international final for her. Plenty to build on. Plenty to build on. Next to perform on the floor, Ondine Champong of Great Britain. Already a medalist. Silver on the balance beam. Fifth strongest in qualification with 12.833. This is absolutely a gymnast to keep your eye on. What a very assured first World Cup performance from Ondine Champong of Great Britain. Well, a lot of people, in terms of British gymnasts, had their eye on Claudia Fragapane as Miakinin scores 12.966. But just back to Ondine Champong. She says that Claudia Fragapane has been a massive help to her at this competition, has really been a steadying presence. Not that it looks as though a Champong needs a steadying presence. Now then, Hidetaka Miyachi going through every last detail of this routine in his mind. This needs to be absolutely bang on the mark. Epke Zonderland leads 14.9. It's these two that are battling for the qualification spot. He needs a big jump up here from qualification. Starts with his eponymous skill. That's his own work. Isn't this exciting? He's just got a little bit too close to the bar. And he's going to go, Oh, no. Oh. You can have nothing but sympathy for the man who does not manage to stay on. In what is such a close contest between these two, that could well be a pivotal moment. He's roared back onto the bar by the fans here in the Melbourne Arena. What a dismount after all of that. Not quite today. Not quite today for Hidetaka Miyachi from Japan. For every Japanese gymnast, every Japanese athlete going for a place at the Olympic Games, the pressure intensified by the fact it's a home games. Ondina Champong is in second place with 12.7. But one's heart goes out to Hidetaka Miyachi. Georgia Godwin from Australia, fourth strongest qualifier, 13.433 in qualification. Well, even despite the problems with the early tumbling pass, Georgia Godwin is a gymnast who performs with a real sense of authority. Gymnast who was a top 20 all-around performer at the last World Championships. Easy to see why her confidence has grown. A very commanding presence on the competition floor. For Hidetaka Miyachi, 13.4, second place, but really the positions of no significance unless it's the first one in this contest with Epke Zonderland. It's something that's happened to Zonderland on occasions, the very highest of occasions. He will know, the Dutch gymnast, all too well how Hidetaka Miyachi is feeling. Sport gives you extraordinary drama, both positive and negative. It is a cruel master sometimes. Milad Karimi, who's been a busy gymnast over the course of this weekend.
And the score for George Godwin, the score of 12.33 on the floor. Please welcome on horizontal bar, representing Kazakhstan, Melad Karimi.
So to Milad Karimi, who was the third strongest in qualifying. .166 was his qualification score. Starts with the Namawaki, floated nicely over. Really building up his power well for that Kovac. Very nice, good connection. Got some lovely amplitude into that dismount. That's a very good display from Milad Karimi, and very much a stuck landing to hand another $300 to the bushfire appeal, which has got to be around $7,000 or so now. For Georgia Godwin, 12.333. So that has her in 4th position. It's Maury and Champong Scott occupying the podium places with the halfway mark. So to Vanessa Ferrari, the all-around world champion from 2006. She's been a medalist on floor at the World Championships too. She's the 2nd strongest qualifier. After a very injury-disrupted spell of Olympic qualification, it turns out that it's back to full power for this Ferrari. The engine begins to rev once more. It was at Melbourne a year ago that she returned after 18 months out to win the competition, as Milad Karimi goes into 2nd place with 14.5. He's rather pleased with himself. Mehmet Şemilog of Turkey, the veteran, the 39-year-old, great competitor on this piece for so many years. Here we go. Some big work going on here, certainly compared to his qualification difficulty. Nice catch, Ev, and then into the mixed grip. Just had to steady himself a touch. Well, his releases and catches went really well indeed. There were a couple of issues in some of the close control work and the handstands, but he still can deliver those big performances. $13.7 for Vanessa Ferrari. That's a very strong number. That's a 10th better than she won Melbourne with a year ago, and that is going to take some real beating. Canada's Emma Spence is next to go. Gymnastia really has developed enormously her choreography in the last couple of years. Always been an accomplished tumbler. suits her really well, the orchestration and the choreography. It's a well-composed routine. We'll pick up the penalty just towards the end of that. Just a single tenth, nothing too enormous. A performance of style and character from Emma Spence, as we've come to expect. 13.533 for Umut Shemalog, the 39-year-old. Horizontal bar champion at the Mediterranean Games in 2013. To Mitch Morgans from Australia, second strongest in qualification. Gymnast who's taken a couple of medals, silver medals at the Melbourne World Cups over the years. Was very big. There's a lot going on here. All of the work from the Kovac family being well delivered. Yes, indeed. Yes, indeed, from Mitch Morgans. Well, Peter Kovac's eponymous series of skills enhanced by Elias Coleman. The basis of Mitch Morgan's work on the horizontal bar, and very compelling it is too. .1 the score for Emma Spence. She's down by just over half a mark from qualification, so it is Vanessa Ferrari, then it is Lauren Morey, and then it is Ondina Champong. Bella Onishko from Canada, the 21-year-old from Manitoba, team gold medalist at the Commonwealth Games in Australia in 2018, sixth strongest qualifier. She has a wonderful sense of the beat, Bella Onishko. The choreography works so nicely with the rhythm and the tempo of the orchestration that she's chosen. It's a very well punctuated routine. Excellent timing. Smiles from the leader to the gentleman who's gone into the bronze medal position, Mitchell Morgans, 14.233, in behind Milad Karimi, with Epke Zonderland top of the table. One competitor to go, Mikhail Kudinov, of New Zealand, the 8th strongest in qualification. So looking very good for Epke Zonderland at the moment. Would take him to 90 points, the magic 90. Here is Mikhail Kudinov from New Zealand, born in Vladivostok, 28-year-old. Oh, he was a little off the mark there. Gymnast who made his international debut at the Commonwealth Games in Melbourne in 2006 as a 14-year-old. No harm done though by the looks of things. First time we've seen him at a World Cup for a year. It was in Melbourne in 2019 that he last featured. Some difficult catches in terms of the level of visibility he has of the bar. More routine Yamawaki by comparison. Kachev as well was really sound. Oh, what a shame right at the end. Just that little compression as he landed and a flop forwards. Not an opportunity for us, sadly, to see the very finest from Mikhail Kudinov. First ever gymnast from New Zealand to make a World Cup final many, many years ago. Hugely experienced competitor. Bella Onishko picks up a 12.533, and immediately the two Canadian gymnasts show their support to near neighbour Jade Carey. That's where we are at the moment, and it's Vanessa Ferrari who's looking really well positioned in terms of the contest she's got with teammate Lara Mori. Jade Carey is already utterly dominant on vault. She's been dominant in qualification on floor as well. Let's see what she produces here as the top qualifier. Jade Carey doing her own personal bit for the Australian bushfire appeal with some stuck landings of exemplary quality. I mean, that's what you get, isn't it, with Jade Carey? It's just what she does. The tumbling work is just remarkable. Difficult as well, fiercely difficult. She really is in so many ways the story of this Olympic World Cup qualification process, this new qualification process, as Misha Kudinov scores 10.666. very academic gentleman as well, has a degree in Japanese and a minor in linguistics from Ohio State University, where he's also got qualifications in economics. Parents have both been international coaches as well. Well, that's the men's horizontal bar, and the big one is the big gymnast, Epke Zonderland. He's top of the table, and he's picked up his third 30-point haul. It was a tough competition for poor Hidetaka Miyachi, finishing in 5th place. And as a result, Epke Zonderland is really now wonderfully positioned when it comes to this ongoing battle between the two for the Olympic qualification spots. Now Jade Carey is the last gymnast to have her score come in. This will be the final score of the competition here in Melbourne. Vanessa Ferrari leading the way. Currently in 2nd place, Lara Mori, 3rd place on Dina Champong, but high expectation that something will change, courtesy of this number for the 19-year-old from Phoenix, Arizona. Gymnast who at some point further down the line will be in the NCAA. She'll be attending Oregon State after taking a gap year. There's a rich program of collegiate gymnastics taking place at the moment in the States. It's a busy weekend. I'm sure there are many collegiate gymnastics fans who will be delighted to see what Jade Carey goes on to do. It's been another superb weekend for her. Her consistency, sensational. We're hearing that the number is 14.366 for Jade Carey, and that has secured her the top spots. It's secured her the title. And just to be clear, what this means for Jade Carey, 90 points secured on vault, 90 points secured on floor. I mean, if you're wearing a hat, take it off now for Jade Carey. We just await the classified results in the women's floor and men's horizontal bar competitions. And as soon as we've brought you those, it'll then be time for the victory ceremonies to complete our coverage here in Melbourne. $7,840 raised for the bushfire appeal. And that is great work from all of the gymnasts. We also add to that the gregariousness of Eleftherios Petrounias yesterday, who was not happy about not sticking his landing and consequently donated his entire prize money to the bushfire appeal. Class act. Well, in men's gymnastics, yesterday was certainly the day of the veteran Olympic champion, and it turns out that today is also the day of the veteran Olympic champion, this time Epke Zonderland. Qualification goes on. Next up, we have the start of the all-around World Cup Series. March the 7th in Milwaukee. I do hope you will join me for that as the all-around competition begins. And then it's on to Baku the following weekend as we return to apparatus gymnastics. The classified results in the men's horizontal bar competition: Mitch Morgans of Australia taking the bronze medal. Milad Karimi rewarded for his hard work this weekend with a silver, but Epke Zonderland goes to maximum points with a 14.9. Outside of the World Cup qualification process, other ways are still open to gymnasts, and attention will turn pretty soon to the continental qualifiers in South Africa, New Zealand, Paris, Baku, Tokyo and Utah. Those all happening across a busy April and May.
Please welcome our medal presenters.
Time now for a couple of victory ceremonies.
Andrew Toombs, technical delegate for the men's artistic gymnastics at this event. Paul Albrecht, apparatus supervisor on horizontal bar. And Kitty Chilla AM, president of Oceania Gymnastics Union, member of the FIG Executive Committee, and Chief Executive Officer of Gymnastics Australia. And the winner of the bronze medal represents Australia, Mitchell Morgan.
Presentation of the bronze medal in the men's horizontal bar competition to Mitch Morgans of Australia. Silver medalist in the Melbourne competition in 17 and 2018. Back on the podium once more. Milad Karimi, who participated in all of the finals today. He picks up a silver medal with a great performance, 14.5 his score.
Representing the Netherlands, Epke Zonderland.
As is so often the case, it is Epke Zonderland who is smiling. It is the Flying Dutchman who takes the gold medal, 14.9. He was the first gymnast to perform, and he threw down a challenge that nobody else, particularly the key competitor for him, Hidetaka Miyachi, could surpass. So Zonderland moves to the maximum points haul with 2 World Cup events to go. And as a result, we shall hear this weekend, for the first time, the national anthem of Netherlands.
He's the outstanding national anthem of the Netherlands.
Yes, indeed, he's still here. The 33-year-old showing no signs of disappearing any time soon. The medalist in the men's horizontal bar competition at the Melbourne World Cup of Artistic Gymnastics at the start of 2020, the Olympic year.
gentlemen, this is a medal ceremony for the women's floor. Please welcome our medal presenters.
We move now to the victory ceremony in the women's floor competition.
Hannah Nasarova, technical delegate for women's artistic gymnastics at the 2020 World Cup. Kim Campbell, OAM, Vice President of the MAG Technical Committee and Apparatus Supervisor on women's floor. And Ms. Grant Anderson, former Gymnastics Australia President and Gymnastics Australia Life member. And the winner of the bronze medal represents Italy, Lara Mori.
First competitor to perform in this floor final was Lara Mori, and she receives the bronze medal with a score of 12.9. A crucial result here for her teammate Vanessa Ferrari, 13.7 the score, and second place. Mori and Ferrari, teammates and friends, are in quite a close contest for potential Olympic qualification. Jade Carey, dominant again, second gold medal of this weekend. She made that call to go for Olympic qualification through the World Cup circuit. A decision that has absolutely paid off. Maximum points on vault, maximum points on floor. Job outstandingly done from Jade Carey. She truly is a specialist. To excel at one thing is remarkable. To excel at two, as she has done, is even more spectacular. And so for the third time this weekend, the national anthem of the United States of America, the second time it has been played for Jade Carey.
Congratulations to our medalists and our
There they are, the medalists in the women's floor competition at the Melbourne Artistic Gymnastics World Cup as part of the Olympic Games qualification process for Tokyo 2020. As the medalists depart, how then do we sum up what we have seen this weekend? Probably with a deep breath and a thought of things to come, for nothing is yet concluded. Baku and Doha still to come. And there are still an awful lot of dramatic twists and turns in this story. Let's recap what we know from this weekend. Jade Carey taking the floor title to add to her vault title. But she can only qualify through one route, and vault seems the most likely. Ergo, Vanessa Ferrari could well have won a crucial mini victory in the battle to reach Tokyo.
And I'm sure the audience, the athletes, the judges,
A look back at some of the moments of this competition. 5 apparatus titles decided. 5 roads to Tokyo, getting a little bit further to their destination here in Melbourne, Australia.
Thank you very much. And once again, ladies and gentlemen, this is our fourth, our final World Cup series in Melbourne. Thank you for being such a great, amazing crowd. Melbourne.
Epke Zonderland looking so very impressive. Thoughts will turn pretty soon to the Olympic Games, to the famous rings, and to Tokyo 2020. Some veterans and some new faces emerging. The race goes on. The journey is not yet over. 10 more apparatus titles have been decided, and we turn our attention soon to Baku and Doha. Until then, goodbye, but not farewell.